What's It's your brother cousin. You might know it, you might not. But now this is average humanity for check this out.
The real hip hop and the folks of my age, and the fact that hip hop is coming back to, and when you've got to work with, the Yodis, man, and the Yodis, my God, salute to them with the shirt, LA
Hell yeah.
slang, and
Salute.
you destroyed that verse, and then of course you're trying to get high fool and all of these things that you're doing, the collaborations that you're doing, the Real
Real
Cycle
cycle.
album,
Real cycle.
you
That
absolutely destroyed. And Les, you guys, I really hope that you do another project because that
word up.
was absolutely an impeccable album front to back.
Top to bottom. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're working with Les is dope because I mean, he's got great ideas musically, and you know, um, we didn't even really intend to make an album. It was like doing a couple of songs, and before you know, we had like 4 or 5 songs. I didn't even know he was going to get on him. I thought he was just giving them to me. I didn't know what I was going to do with them. And then I started hearing his verses on him. I'm like, oh shit, we got something. And they were just so different. I just find it funny how, a lot of the so-called hip hop publications that exist now, whether in the digital form or not, they didn't they didn't necessarily talk about our shit. Like they talked about a lot of other shit that was not as good, but they didn't talk about Les and Les and myself, our project as Real Psycho. We had to sort of do
Yeah,
that organically all ourselves, like, and put it out because it seems like, I don't know what it was because I could put, I feel like we could put our album up against anything that came out in that time, and even some of the
absolutely.
shit after it, and we're burning them. But
Smacking.
you didn't hear about it from any of these so-called hip hop
Nope.
platforms. But I'll say this: Shade 45 definitely represented us and rocked those songs. So salute to the DJs on Shade 45 and the
And we
programmers up there.
represented you here. We
And
represented you
y'all
here on Real
represented
Hell
us.
Cycle.
Yes.
yeah.
Salute to everybody that represented us, and fuck everyone who did not. Because
That's right.
Psycho
Fuck.
Les is a fucking legendary producer and
Production was
rapper.
fire. Hell yeah.
Production was fire, and yeah, that they didn't see fit to talk about it as much as they did other shit. But that is the other thing with being an independent, artist, putting it out independently. Um, it's not going to have as much run as when you're signed to a label that has these resources that are going to make the people aware of it. Because more than anything, that's probably the biggest lack in independent music.
What's good, yes.
Coming to you live and direct from 3IA Atlas. It's your lovely cousin girls boogie. It's Friday night. The usual suspects. Welcome in. Hope you're trying to get high food.
Inhale, exhale, do all those things. Because guess what? It's Becca Boo and I. It's Becca Boo and I. It's Becca. It's Becca. It's Becca Boo and I. How are you, Becca?
What is happening right now?
What are you talking about, Becca?
Do you
What's
like
up,
scary
y'all?
movies? What's your favorite scary movie?
Hmm. I haven't watched a scary movie in a minute. I
What's
couldn't even tell you anymore.
What's the last scary movie you watched?
The first Saw movie. Like, that wasn't like campy scary movie. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
got you.
I'll rewatch all the Nightmare on Elm Street and all of that shit. but like they've taken things to a fuck with your head level,
Yes.
and I can do that shit without a movie.
Hey, so again,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you see I have Jigsaw in the background right here. You know what
yeah,
I mean? I got
the,
the
fir-
little,
the first one
yeah, the little homie.
really
And
fucked with me. And
well,
I wanted to see like the third one, right? It's the third one that has Chester Bennington in it, right?
I don't know that. I can't tell you.
think it's
I
the third one. Like I
So,
really
you want to
wanted
see it because of that?
I can't do it. Like I can't do it.
Well, you know the guy Ryu that we had on last night, the artist Ryu, is
I need to
friends with
watch
Mike. You know what I mean? And grew up
Yeah.
with Mike and
Yeah.
New Chester and all of them, and was a big part of Lincoln Park. And if you guys didn't, get a chance to watch B-Boys Underground last night or Wednesday night, we had Be Real on Wednesday, and we had Ryu from the Demigods, Styles of Beyond. Man, listen, they were both great interviews. And if you had an opportunity to get some free time over the weekend, I encourage you to go like, follow, subscribe, all notification bells, B-Boys Underground, as well as You Might Know Us podcast, aka The Usual Suspect Session, everything like that. Shout out to everybody that's in this motherfunker live. We cuss, we drink, we spit, we fight, we talk shit. So you might get offended, you might not. If you do, please exit to the left hand side. If you are here and you don't have a problem, sit back, relax, grab your favorite plant, grab your favorite liquid, and enjoy the motherfucking ride. Because we got Becca Boo and I. But tonight, here's the thing.
Oh,
We're gonna
Lord,
have it your way.
I'm scared.
We're gonna have it.
What?
We're gonna chat controls. Chat rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. So check it out, man. Chat rules everything around me. Around us.
I need
So,
3 eyes to understand that it takes a whole fucking lot to offend me.
oh yeah, you can't do anything. What's
Like
good,
a whole
Red?
fucking lot.
Hey, look, Becca Boo is a Gen Xer like we are, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead, bring the smoke. She gonna talk shit to you. She gonna talk shit back. I hope you don't get offended, 3 eyes. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit.
Challenge.
Challenge. Nah, man, it's all good. Like, it's all love, though. I mean, here's the thing, man.
Yeah,
We
for
know
sure.
the difference between people that's trying to be disrespectful and people.
Yeah,
that
if
ain't.
you're being weird, like move. I'm probably not even going to acknowledge you.
Hell yeah, man. But
But I'm
again,
absolute shit.
but what I wanted to say is this: the chat, you guys are going to control what we talk about. Like, and
That
if
is
you
my
read the
fear.
description and everything like that, here's the get down for tonight, man. Like, straight up. And I want you guys to know that, chat's going to rule the show. So what we doing is this. Part one, we're going to have you guys pick the topic that we talk about. All right. We're going to do, at least 60 seconds on the topics, right?
You see what's
And
happening.
and then basically what we'll
You said
do, we're gonna talk about it. You guys are gonna fucking we're gonna give our hot takes, and then we're gonna let the chat decide whether or not they agree or disagree or whatever, right? So basically what you want to do is just post a topic. You know what I mean? You can submit a couple of different things, because the other part, what we're going to do is we're going to start doing a tier list. So we're going to rank everything and argue shit out between Becca and I. you know, and we're gonna try to be grown adults, but probably not. So what we'll do is we're gonna, you know, drop tier list ideas in the chat, like food, music, technology, 90s nostalgia, you know, petty life debates. Bring it all. You know, whatever it is, you know, I like the Whopper, fuck the Big Mac, that type shit, right? So chat rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. So let me take a look and see what these fools is talking about here. Like, all right, so trying to get used to when they say they could let me clap them down. What the fuck? Midge and Mike in here clowning. Let's see here. All right, Midge and Mike said,
being weird, I'm gonna ignore you.
it's so weird. So check it out, man. Got a topic. What was your childhood celebrity crush? All right. Becca, do you have one or do you want me to go? I could go. Let's see here.
I do. So what age range are we talking? Like, are we talking about like preteen?
Nah, like well, I guess yeah, we'll do both. Preteen.
Or like when I got into high school, because they're very fucking different.
Pre-puberty, post-puberty, or like whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever, right?
My bedroom walls in junior high, like 7th grade, was covered with Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron from what was the TV show? Growing Pains. Yes. Man, so Kirk Cameron was your dude, man.
Today?
I mean, hey, look, everybody's entitled to their opinions and their beliefs.
Yeah, it's that next level, like,
I get it. Well, it's an evangelistic type thing, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't. But
Can I take
so fucking cute.
I want to take a pause right quick and put a staple mark in that before I get inappropriate. So I want to give a big fucking congratulations to one of our own family members, the one and only Rousey. She's in the chat, man. Salute to her because guess what? That's right. She went not a half, but she went like double halves on a baby. So she like when you have a baby and you can double down like the thing, you know what I mean? You can split aces and double down. She basically did that and hit blackjack on both of them because she's got 2 beautiful babies, and we will be showing pictures of them here later on in a moment when I have a chance to get it. Miss Mary and Miss Jane. Congratulations, mama, on being a mom of 2 beautiful baby girls, man, Mary and Jane. And of course, like what better names?
I love it.
Yes. Congratulations, family. So happy for you.
Rousey. Yeah.
Well, mama's healthy, babies are healthy.
Baby's healthy. That's
super important, man. And that's all that matters. So salute to Browsy
and I can't wait to see pictures.
Well, get used to starting to use your feet like to grab shit, because I'm telling you, man. I remember when we were like, especially like when Mama Boogie and I were like rolling dolo, like it was either her or I, and you know, we had to do the shit. And I could just talk about me because I could just remember like having them like, all right, it was a whole production just to get everything, like, you know, you got to make the fucking formula and all of the shits and get all the temperatures and all of the fucking, you get these little babies and both get them in your arms and shit, and you're using both your arms, and you need to grab something off the coffee table or something like that. You just start grabbing things. I've always had a talent of being able to use my toes anyway, like to grab shit.
I was about to ask, you got finger toes?
No, well, I do have like big ass feet, but you know, like I can, like my mom would pinch me with her toes. Like she just grab over and it's fucking pow. You know what I mean? And like, you know what I mean? And like hurt. So as a kid, I was like, I'm gonna remember how I gotta know how to do this to fuck her up too. Like I can pinch too, motherfucker. So anyway, I became like a monkey, and you know, I did ninja skills. I've been able to hang from ropes and shit, like with my toes, and break into people's houses and execute them. I'm playing. Anyway, I don't know how that went that way, but see, hey, ADHD like a motherfucker on a Friday night.
Twins.
But yes, twins. I know where I was at. I'm just saying, like, good luck, because it's mission impossible sometimes, especially if you got to scratch your butt or balls. I mean, Browser, you don't got balls, but like under boob or whatever it may be that might be itchy, or, you know, your nose.
Here's what I need you to understand.
Grab the remote. What do you need to
understand?
What's that?
Ovaries.
Yes.
They're the same fucking thing. They're just on the inside.
Yeah. As balls? I know. Look, I know. Look. Hey, look, girls don't like getting hit in the cooter box either. So, you know what I mean? Like,
no.
Don't no one like to get kicked in the nether regions. I mean, there's too much undercarriage and shit going on underneath there to, no matter what your pronouns and identities are, or what you decide that you got down there and you call it whatever the fuck you want, it hurts.
Damn, girl.
What'd she say?
She's breastfeeding.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, hey, look, shout out to you. You got
Dude,
you got the memories at work. You know what I mean? Your memories is, yeah, it is, because not everybody can breastfeed, but
not all women can do that.
Plus, you got to have also babies sometimes require, like our babies like required like special fucking formula and all that shit because they had GERD.
Mm-hmm.
Inherited a lot of my recalls. You know what I mean? So yeah, that part. So yeah, we were in a situation where we had to. It wasn't. You're lucky. You're blessed, and mwah. And you know, hey man, you got your own water gun with you at any point in time. Anybody act up, you can just pull your shirt down. You know what I mean, and hit them like pow. Like that'd be crazy funny to do in a movie theater, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like whip a titty out and like spray it up in the air and like hit people in the audience down below you if you wanted to be a menace, like a lactating hood rat. Just, if I had titties and they were lactating like the dude from from like Bob from Fight Club, like straight up, man. If I could lactate, I'd pull a titty out and just squirt people with milk, like pow. You know what I mean? Like someone talking shit, like oh, I'm a whoopty 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 whoop. Just like you just hit them in the face with it. Like they're gonna have to fight. Like did this motherfucker just pull a titty nipple out and squirt me in the face? What the fuck?
So my ex-husband.
Yeah. Yeah.
My ex-husband and my ex-brother-in-law went out, and I don't remember whose birthday it was. It was one of them, and so they went to the strip club, and
Hey.
it was you say that.
What kind of strip club do they go? They go to a
was-
female, and they
it
go
was
to a
a-
dude's strip club.
Oh no, it was a female strip club. It was a seedier one in Wichita.
Hell yeah. The ones where you could get extra favors and extra
And
itches.
and
Scabies.
oh girl had just had a baby and said, I can do something none of these other women can, and like sprayed the shit out of him.
Hell yeah.
Breast milk.
I've seen that happen. Like the reason why I brought that up, I've
that shit. What?
Yeah, man. There was a hood chick that I
feel
knew.
like Mike would get off on that though.
There's a chick I knew back in the day that would straight up do that shit, man. And like for whatever reason, I'm trying to make sure I don't say anything that's going to like get me in trouble. All right. So for whatever reason, like she was able to lactate like hella long past like when you were supposed to. Like she never stopped, right? And this was the homie's like old lady and shit. And he was a freak too and shit like that. But she was little off kilter and shit. And I straight up, she would just do that. Like she'd pull a titty out and just pop, hit a motherfucker in the face with it and shit like that. I told her, I was like, you better not never in your motherfucking life think that I will stab the fuck out of you and stab the fuck out of him and bury both y'all in your living room. Like, like fuck you. Don't you hit me with bodily fluids unwantedly, motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying too.
You know what I mean? Like this bitch should have been Squirtle and shit. So if she was like a fucking Pokemon, I call this bitch Squirtle. It's like just throw a Pokeball at her and capture. Go away, Squirtle. Or Squirtle's a whole nother thing too. Shout out to the real Squirtles though. You know. Anyway, yes, I told you, I warned you. This is Boogie behaving badly.
And no spare.
And Becca is like Becca's supposed to be like my my chaperone. Like she's supposed to
Don't make me the moral compass.
she's yeah, right. You are you're my moral compass. Like you're supposed to make me behave and talk all educated and shit. Like, let's talk about the news today, Becca. No, that's not. So, but here's the thing. All right, so let's getting back to the thing. So you said Kirk Cameron and them's right. So the one thing I am gonna say, I remember like that. What was the name of that show again?
Growing Pains.
Growing Pains, right? So do you remember the episode where Kirk Cameron like grapples with his losing his cherry, his virginity, and using condoms, and it was a big thing. Parents, tonight's hold on. I can even I'll set the effect for y'all so it's really like
due to the graphic subject matter and nature of tonight's episode. Viewer discretion is advised. If you have children that you do not want to know about sex, lucky fucks and sucky sucks, tune away. So I can't hear.
anyway, but yeah, I just remember that one. Because it was like I wasn't supposed to watch it, I guess. I don't know. I was like, well, I want to watch this one.
I feel like our parents, like as a generation,
Didn't give a fuck.
no, not only did they not, but I think they relied on, on those TV shows
Scared
handling
straight.
those topics.
Yeah, well, we talked
And
about
like I didn't have I didn't
the
have a
talk.
conversation with my mom about like, all the girly
Yeah.
things. They
Oh,
signed a fucking consent form and let me go to the little class or what the hell ever it was when in like 5th grade.
right. That class. Right.
Like they didn't want to.
Yeah, I told you. I mentioned it was either last week or whatever it was when we talked about it. Like my father was like, on the way home from school, like, so you know how to fuck and shit. I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right then. Turn the radio back up because he didn't want to fucking talk about it. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, I mean, he was like, you know about all this? I was like, yep. All right then. Moving on. Like, you got any questions? Nope. All right, moving on. But again,
I
you know,
horrified my aunt when I asked what masturbation was.
oh shit, you asked your aunt about what?
Well,
Did
okay,
you
so
not
it
know
was in
what?
a book.
Did you
It was
know?
I didn't. I was 11.
Got you. So did you think it was like playing a video game or something?
And no, it was a Judy Blume book.
What's a
So
Judy
like
Blume book?
Judy Blume was an author, is an author. I think she's still alive.
What did she
And
write? Like, what are the?
she wrote Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. She wrote a whole bunch of stuff for preteen girls. Wifey was an adult book, but because it was Judy Blume, my cousin got it and she read it and then she handed it to me and I read it.
How old was your cousin?
She was 2 years older than me.
So she knew what she was handing you.
I mean, well, we were raised very differently. My aunt was very prim and proper.
And so she gave her daughter a book about,
like, girls don't go out without their hair done and their makeup on, and that's as you become a woman, da 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 da. Whereas my mom was a hippie and almost never wore makeup and was barefoot or in flip-flops or and like fuck a bra.
got
yeah,
you.
we were raised pretty different.
I want to ask something so fucking wrong.
I was visiting.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Not all women need to. Anyway.
No, it's not even what you think I'm asking about, because you said a hippie, like your mama's a hippie, right? So I've gone on like multiple tirades about like women with black feet, like dirty feet. You know what I mean? Like
not like that.
Not melanin color. I'm talking about like just running around barefoot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. And also, here's the thing. I got a question for you.
Every fucking day.
Did she have, hold on though, question.
Yeah.
And this is with all due respect, please. Did she have hairy legs and hairy armpits?
No. Okay, let me rephrase.
Let's give a big round of applause to y'all that just, you know what I mean, that at least, you know what I mean, like,
She was
you know
more
what I
of the
mean.
child era.
She was a what?
She was more of like the flower child era.
I
So
don't
like,
understand what that means in regards to when I think of hippie chicks, right? You know, I think of hippie
right,
chicks.
because you're thinking of like, Rasta wearing all the patchouli and the,
But I thought that's how hippie chicks really was back in the day, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
no,
Nah.
no.
Okay. It wasn't
It
Bucky
was,
Naked and Feral.
I mean, I'm sure there was some of that. It was the
Just a
summer of
whole lot
love,
of muck, a whole lot of
but
musk.
uh,
Musty.
but no, like,
All right, so
no,
go ahead.
hygiene's a thing, and
Thank
no,
God for
she
that.
wasn't. mm, No.
I just don't
But more
understand.
like, free love and,
I feel you. That's cool. Hey, look.
yeah,
Can we
my dad was, they were
shout
out
out
there
to,
protesting war and
but shout out to free love.
I came along eventually.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, so it was just very different. And I was staying there because it was my aunt and my grandma and my cousin. And like my cousin and I were it on our mom's side of the family. So we were raised, more like sisters. But so she handed me the book and yeah.
So you asked your
And
aunt about
laying on
masturbation,
the
and this is the
couch.
prim and proper aunt too, right?
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
was she religious?
No.
Okay,
No.
it was just she had a decorum like a lady. You must be a lady.
Manners.
Okay, got it.
Elbows off the table. Use the, I was taught,
Mm.
the correct fork to use and yes. So we're laying there. I'm laying on the couch. We're all in the living room watching probably something on PBS because that's what we did. And I just, what's masturbation?
The fucking record stopped like.
Something you do when you're an adult. That was that.
Yeah, that's incorrect. She lied to you because
Oh,
you
well,
know that you don't be
that
a
wasn't
dog.
that wasn't the only thing. But anyway,
No, I know, but
I don't think she
something
would
you.
even have that conversation with me.
Well, it was the same thing when I fucked my father up. I was like, 84, 8 years old, right? And like Madonna like a Virgin came,
Mhm.
was hot. It was 83, 84, right? And so 7, 8
Yeah.
years old. And fucking on the way to school in the morning, like to whatever grade that was, and was like, "What's a virgin, man?" And he was like, I remember him taking a cigarette and him like saying, "Jesus Christ, like, fuck." You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to talk about it. And like, I wouldn't fucking let up. Like, of course, you know me. Think about a young me, like, hey, 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 hey. So anyway, yeah, he just fucking was fine. God damn it. It was like, it's when the first time a guy or a girl or people date each other. I was like, okay, that makes sense. And he just fucking moved on, grooved on, like changed the channel and we turned on Rush or Led Zeppelin, whatever the fuck was in the fucking Bob Seger, fucking Turn the Page, whatever it was. Yeah. So, ah, man. So like treat yourself with like a die if your kid asks me that. See, like I have a rule, like I want my kids to ask me any fucking thing. Like I do not care what it is. I will ask you, and I've said this multiple times here. Like we just have a rule. Like I ask before I answer if I know that it's getting in some deeper water than you know what I mean. They're chasing waterfalls, not sticking to the rivers and lakes that they used to. I'm like, you really want to know? And sometimes they'll say yes, or sometimes they're like, oh, yeah, it's all right, then come
That's
back to me
hilarious.
when you want to. But yeah, I mean, I tell a story because, like, all right, so he's probably gonna kick my ass, but I'll stab the fuck out of him right now too. So yeah, it's playing. But so,
Uh-oh.
all right, my boy
Careful.
was basically younger, a couple of years. I'm gonna say he's probably about I don't know 8 or 9. All right, and he and his buddies. I don't know where. Of course, it was some bullshit that somebody found on the motherfucking internet, and him and his
Mm.
buddies all started saying that their favorite number was 69. Oh, I love 69. Ah, 69 is 69. Mind you, like in my backyard, right? We've got like we had until the fucking horrific hailstorm, one of them, just destroyed that motherfucker. But uh, we had a shit ton of kids on this trampoline jumping, like sprinklers attached to it and stuff like that. And I'm working from home, and in the desk, the office area that I have in my bedroom, it sits right by the big window that looks out my backyard. And I have my windows open and shit, and I'm like, working away and shit, and I'm tripping, watching the kids and laughing and enjoying, like, all right, I'm working, but at least I'm tripping on these kids. But all of a sudden, I hear these motherfuckers like, oh, I love 69, 69, like just yelling at them, laughing and fucking giggling and shit. And I'm sitting up there like, all right, I guess we're gonna have to have a conversation later on tonight. You know what I mean? Like, and it was one of those conversations. I was like, hey, bud, I got to talk to you. Let me holler at you. And I was like, what do you think? Like, your favorite number is 69. What do you think that is? It's like, I don't know. It's just funny. And I was like, do you really know what it is? And I said, just be honest with me. I said, you're not in trouble. I don't care. I'm like, I do care, but like at this point, I'm just trying to convey to him, like, look, dude, you're not in trouble. I'm just trying to have a real conversation with you. And he's like, no. And I was like, well, do you really want to know? And he stopped and he looked, because we had this couple questions about shit before. And he was like, yeah. I was like, you sure you really want to know? I was like, you really want to know? Yeah. I said, all right, well, you don't repeat this to your homies and shit like that. And like this fucking and I told her, and as I was telling him, like the look on his face was just like you can see like as a kid or anybody
He was like, oh
as
god.
as like yeah, exactly, like you know what I mean, like as their face as like the just imagine like oh dog in that interrogation scene, you know you're fucked up now, right? Huh? You're like, huh? And their face just starts and it slowly starts hitting them, and like you start seeing like the interest and the curiosity leave, and more so to like, oh, it's like was emotionally damaged. That fucking, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that part right there, man. Like that was one of those things that you know is just funny. Like he's like, I said, so is 69 still your favorite number? He was like, no. I said, don't worry, it will be in a cup. I said, give it about give it about 6, 7 more years. And anyway, like, yeah, I was like, it will be, motherfucker. Don't. But like, yeah, it
I've
was
always preferred 68.
68 and you own one. Oh, you
To
one
me
of
and my
them,
other
huh?
one.
See, that's fucked up, Becca. That's just selfish and downright just cruel and
Uh-huh.
mean.
What do you mean?
How you just gonna smother a man and just fucking just be standing there like, you know what I mean? Like just can't even come up for air, and I ain't even getting, I'm not even trying to like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not even help, like you ain't even like playing Atari with it or anything like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's fucked up,
I
Becca.
mean, that
That's
was never
just
the
selfish.
end of it.
I got
No,
you,
that was
but
never the end of it.
you just want to snuff someone out like I can't breathe.
Very few have, never mind.
She's gonna start talking about Pokemon again.
I mean,
So who was your high school crush, Becca? We didn't, we still
well, we
haven't
couldn't.
finished that.
Then
Instead of Kirk Cameron. Who was it?
it got into like, Sebastian Bach and
Oh, Ricky was a young boy. He had a heart of stone. So
because by
you
then
like
I was
fucking 18 in
by then-
life.
yeah. By then I was hanging out in Hollywood.
So did
I
you
was
like
hanging out
dudes
with
that
and all
dressed like
that.
girls?
They didn't exactly dress like girls.
All right, there. So you're all right. So she's a hair metal apologist. I think we found one.
There's no
We
apologists. They're
we
not out there in
found
like,
hair metal apologist. So what you telling me is like
leather
you would
pants.
you found it hot a dude that had more mascara and hairspray and tighter clothes than you.
Okay, listen. Here's what you need to understand about all that.
Yes. As
That was
someone
all
who
for
was
the
not
stage.
part of that. What was that?
That was for the stage.
Uh-huh.
There weren't none of the dudes in that whole scene wore makeup every day.
So the
To,
people
like,
that like
go
the
out.
dudes that went to the concert, they weren't dressing like Nikki Sixx in fucking Theater of Pain and shit. Just
Well,
walking,
sure to
going
like go out
to
and
Denny's.
like be part of the thing, and then by the
But
time
they're not going to
you're
Denny's dressed like
wasted
that.
and you need food. Not in the morning.
All right. I got you. I mean, like, I always did find that whole part of it, like, as a youngin', I didn't understand, like, it's like, why is homeboy dressing like a girl? But like, they're singing this other shit. You know what I mean? Like, some of them are singing about Ooga Booga Devil shit, and they dressing like my cousin and shit. You know what I mean? Like they teasing their hair up, like giving mall bangs. And, you know what I mean? Like I just never I never understood that part of it because I think there was only a couple people that I knew of, and you got to realize the school that I went to, like, it was well integrated, and like you had people walks of all life, and we had
Mhm.
like like the hoods or the grits as they were called back in the day that listened to metal, right? Uh, and
The
were the
Hishers.
ones that the ones that would smoke cigarettes right outside of the school,
Mhm.
like just the like the one square of concrete away from where they off of school property, like fuck you, I'm not on school property, you know, and then step back. That those motherfuckers, right?
Mhm.
Uh, there was only like not none of them dressed up like that except a couple of them, and they would get roasted the fuck out of. Like, so I mean, but when you saw videos of it and someone that would see like concert footage or whatever, right? MTV press, again, not the reality of,
Right.
but as someone that's young and absolutely didn't know and wasn't from, I always just assumed like, yo, them motherfuckers just like all the dudes at the club, you know, was fucking stealing bathroom time from their sisters and shit, getting fucking mascaraed up and shit. I just never understood it. Like even about the whole shit about like even like you said it was for the stage, but as a musician or as a rock star, right? I am thinking about one thing and one thing only, making music and getting laid.
Mhm.
I would not think that I'm gonna get laid by dressing like that. You know what I mean? But y'all girls thought it was hot. I got it. I mean, I just, man.
Didn't make him any less of a man.
No, I
I can
ain't
tell you
saying.
that.
Look, I get that. I 100% listen. Just because, hey man, like I'm gonna tell you, man, there was a transvestite that rode the bus in Cincinnati when we would ride the bus downtown and shit and fucking do some hood rat activities, and our parents wouldn't know fuck where we were at, and we were fucking downtown all over it. There was this motherfucker that was notorious downtown named Tiger. And it was this dude that dressed up, and he would be dressed in some outlandish shit. He always had like skin tight animal print, like think of Tina Turner type shit, right?
Mhm.
Decked out, like wild day glow, fucking fingernails, and all of it, right? And the
Mhm.
people that didn't ever, or their first encounters with him, that decided and didn't heed caution when other people would be like, hey man, leave that one alone. Better leave it alone, because they'd start like making fun or making comments about Tiger. And Tiger was a Golden Glove, like state champion amateur boxer. Like Tiger fucking would dismantle fools, man. Like you would see this transvestite just and everybody's crying, laughing, and dying, and this motherfucker's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, get this motherfucker off me. Like, nah, dude. Like, they tried to tell you. Like, everybody be like, better leave that one alone. Tiger would fuck people up, man. It was funny to watch Tiger just beat the piss out of somebody. Like, you piss off Tiger, Tiger's gonna fuck you up. Don't fuck with Tiger. I was, I mean, I get it.
Mhm.
That's the reason why, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a little different, but
Well, no, it isn't. No, it
it
isn't.
kind of is. Yeah,
No, it
no, it is.
isn't.
No,
No, it
but it
ain't.
is.
It isn't. If you wearing grandma's clothes, either way, like, you know what I'm saying? Treat yourself. Said late grandma had a transvestite friend hairdresser. It was cool.
Right.
Like, they was cool people. Like, I never tripped
But
on anybody back then like that. But it was a bitch to be gay back then. That was the thing I was trying to explain to
and
my
that's the
kids
thing.
about, like,
Not all trans
it's
people, but that's
cool.
a whole different that's a whole
Yeah. Yeah.
different,
I
you know.
get you. I know there's classifications and I'm being outrageous in my way. But like to get it back to a serious, like, in reality, something that was just a real conversation that my wife and I had to have with our kids when we watched Stranger Things, because one of the characters is gay and talks about, like, and he's dealing with the coming out process, especially in fucking mid 80s when, you know, it was absolutely not a climate where it is today, where it was safe or anything like that to do it, because I mean, people lost their entire friendships and families and ostracized, and it was not
Still do.
so. Yeah, and still do, right? Absolutely.
Still do.
But it, you know, you were pretty much like, if you, especially like in younger and impressionable areas, like, if you were even like associating with those individuals, then you were lumped in, and there was all of that bullshit that, you know, that went along with it too. So, you know, back in the day, it was completely different than it is now, where, like, my kids, I mean, like, their friends, you know, one of their friends is like gay and the other one is, I guess, bi, or has identified, you know, multiple different ways depending on the flavor of the month. You know what I mean? And whatever, because kids are confused and growing up nowadays, and I guess it's way more socially acceptable for kids to be able to talk about that, which,
Right.
in all honesty, if I'm gonna, from a mental health standpoint, if, you know, I think that it is important that people have the ability to be open and have the ability to talk about things either in a joking manner or serious, and both, and be honest and be comfortable about talking about things, you know, and we should be able to have conversations and
Right.
you know, and agree to disagree, and you know, not everyone just win, right? You know. All right, so, like, for me, to get back on topic, uh Young Boogie definitely had an attraction to, I gotta say, like, I always thought
Gene Simmons.
jeez. Nah, fam, not like that. Like, never was Boogie confused about that. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I always thought fucking Janet Jackson, period. Like, Janet
Oh,
Jackson,
hell yeah.
like, you got to realize, even Janet Jackson from Good Times,
Mm-hmm.
she was like always my favorite. I thought that she was like adorable and cute, and like just her overall charm and everything like that, right? And then like as uh the Pleasure Principle album came out, and
Mm-hmm.
that video and that song, I mean, that album's amazing. I mean, that's Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis at their finest right there, and that whole fucking album. And because that's got Control, fucking Nasty, all of that shit, right? But
Mm-hmm.
for me, again, Pleasure Principle is the fucking video, because she is in them skin tight jeans. Her hair is like like man, and she's like running around and dancing with that chair, and like I was just like like man, like damn, Janet, I am nasty. I'm gonna have to call you Miss Jackson. That's the reason why, like, when we watched the other day at the one of the last podcasts, we watched the Janet Jackson when she brings them people up on stage. Yeah, we were talking about that Monday. And when she brings
Yeah, I
like these
haven't watched
guys
that
up
one
on
yet.
stage,
But
and
yeah,
does he anytime, any place, oh get down. And,
yeah.
but you
Like,
know, the
that's just
guys,
not even fair.
yeah,
First of all, she knows what she's doing,
and she
right?
knows the guys are saying, and I didn't ever pay attention to the guys, you know, but the guys when they were like, man, these are like they ain't trying to even be like. Basically, she's saying that she's pulling out gay guys, you know, and like plants. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
That's what they were assuming and saying. And like, if you looked at it and looked at, I was like, I didn't ever look at it from that scope because I was never paying attention to the dude. I was like, I was
I
just
mean, I
thinking about
imagine.
me being on the table. I was like, God,
Right.
Mama Boogie even knows, like, it's like Mama Boogie would be like, fool. Because that was the thing. That was the question, right? Like,
To your hall pass?
yeah, well, not the hall pass, but like I asked the guys like you gonna let yourself pop wood or whatever, you know what I mean? You know, like, are you gonna be like trying to hold it back or whatever? Like, we ain't gonna be able. I was like, I get it, but you know, you be like, oh God, no, I'm just gonna go for it. I don't even give a shit. Like my boogie would be like, you better go for it, then go for it. But like, I'm just gonna be like, anytime, any place in front of fucking 100,000 people, here we go. Like, you picked the right one today, girl. I'm gonna grind back on you. Like, yeah, we gonna figure out something. Not
Well, and I
all,
wonder
not
if
all of me's
that's
tied down, boo boo.
I wonder if that's if that's part of it. Wouldn't surprise me
I mean, there
if most
has
of
to
them
be
are
some
gay,
type of safety
just
protocols. Like,
because, right,
you can't pick a
like,
lunatic
talking
like me
about
out of the
Janet,
fucking audience, right?
who
Like,
has, historically just been very private and very, like, guarded, right? Unless she's performing.
and then she's like a whole nother
And then,
beast.
right. Well, that's,
She's a performer.
right. But also, I would imagine
And she,
that there's a lot of gay men in the audience anyway,
I got you.
because it's Janet. She's like a gay icon. You know what I mean?
I guess I never thought about it that way. Didn't ever think about it that way. Salute to her about that. But yeah,
But
man,
I feel like there's been one or two that I've seen where you can tell that man is restraining himself. Like, from, not like putting his hands on her hips, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I would never. Yeah, that would be the thing. Like that. Like I'm talking about like the whole incident where they tied a dude down to the table or the chair, and she gives the whole stripper routine,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
lap
yeah.
dance shit, like, and like they're not able to, right? They're tied, and their arms are
Oh, the
restrained.
one I saw, their hands aren't tied down,
Got you.
but
And
their
I would
arms are tied
say
down. They're just in the chair.
see, you bring up a good question right there, because I have to think about it like this. I'd have to feel the vibe out and like, like, do I just grab fucking Janet Jackson and like, all right, girl, like, yeah, you picked the right one.
I don't. That's the thing. I
In
don't
front
know
of
that that would
everyone,
fly.
like, exactly, like, ding, 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 and that would be
I
the
think
thing
the
that would.
security beyond that.
I think if she, but the way that she's doing her thing, I think I wouldn't even need to put my hands anywhere. I'd just be like, all right, dude.
I feel like it would be instinct.
Yeah, like I ain't wearing no drawers either, girl.
Like, I got you. I got you.
Ah. Speaking of strip clubs, that was always one of my things, man. Like when I would find out that someone had never been to a strip club, because I always thought they were lame as fuck anyway, and a waste of money. But I'm like, oh, you gotta go to the strip club, and like this one kid that was an intern at one of the places, like when I was working early on in the web department. I'm gonna say this is like 2000, 99, 2000, and he interned and he had just turned 18, graduated, and this kid was absolutely positively sheltered, like
Mhm.
like what you described, about like how prim and proper and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like he came from a very affluent school area, was not defiled at all. And he picked the wrong fucking department to intern with, because me and my buddy both were like and are degenerates. And like he turned 18 in this one strip club we knew, and it was cool because they would get bucky naked. They just didn't have a liquor license, and they wouldn't even allow you to like buy back your own beer, and like it was like they would serve juice.
Yeah.
It was a juice bar, coffee, tea, juice, soda, that shit, right? And I remember like we took him out for his birthday and he didn't know what was cracking, and like we knew that this is what I loved about this job is that part of our job was is to go fucking, like, our boss was crazy. Like if we needed to be inspired, he'd be like, go take the afternoon off and watch movies or what. Because I mean, we worked whatever hours we wanted and shit like that. We had to be in the office for meetings and shit like that. But it was definitely the most fucking lax, like it was a creative fucking job and environment. And this is the early .com era, so it was really the in thing that they were trying to foster for us. And it was a team of, there was just four of us. That was it. That was the boss. I was the assistant for the team, right? And the team grew after I came around, but I had to do everything. But when they had the intern and we all took them out, man, and we took them to the titty bar, and you know, I looked at him, I was like, I got your first lap dance, fam. I said, pick one out. And he picked out like he picked out like this is the craziest shit too, because the stripper even looked at me and was like, "What?" Because he picked out like the older, mature looking lady. Like, mind you, she was on the day shift, but she definitely was like on the A team on the night shift. But she was towards the end of her, like, you know what I mean? She had about 150,000 miles or some, she was at that, definitely at that trade and resale part, right?
Oh, Lord.
So when he picked, he pointed, I was like, that one. And I didn't react like, but I said, that one? Like, yeah. All right, then. So I go over to old girl and I'm like, hey, man, I explained the get down. I was like, look, man, homeboy, this is the whole get down. I said, I need you to go ahead and, hook him up. And she was like, he wants me? Cause she looks over and sees this dude that like he looks like he's 13. Like he's
Oh,
fucking
Lord.
like he like not to make it creepy or whatever, but he looks like a baby. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
straight young baby, like a young kid and all, definitely. Oh golly gee wow. And I'm in prime hood rat type shit. I'm infatuated with pimp culture and all of that shit, and I so yeah, man, like so anyway, she goes, grabs them, and they're gone for a while, and like he comes back, this motherfucker's hair is like fucked, like his shirt is like half tucked in, half tucked out, like like fucking, you just imagine like the glasses on sideways and
Yeah,
everything.
was it a setup?
And he can't, and no, it was not a setup. Like, only thing, he came out, and I remember he came back to the table and just sat down quietly and was just sitting there and pondering on some shit. And he just looked over at me and was like, and was just quiet. And I was like, you good? He was like, thanks, man. like, like, like he, like, I don't. She went back there and pawed this kid up. Like she fucking.
Oh,
I think she took things from him that he wasn't expecting to be taken on that day or whatever, because like it was definitely one of those things where like it changed this fucking whole get down and shit like that, because I know like ever since that day, like when he came to the fucking office, like his whole swagger and shit was completely different. Like he was like, I'm smelling myself now. Like he probably came home and told it.
damn.
He probably went home and told his mom, like, God damn it, mom, I don't want scrambled eggs with smiley faces. I want a steak, whatever. I don't know. Like this motherfucker became a man that day, unwillingly or unknowingly. And he picked the right one because old girl
Did you
was,
get more than a lap dance?
yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's hilarious.
Yes, it was one of them type spots that we went to.
Oh my Lord.
I didn't expect that to get down and happen though. That wasn't the intent. I just said, "Oh girl," like, and she was like, he wants me." Like, cause she was like, "You're fucking," like thinking at this point, like she at first she was like, "You guys are being disrespectful."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like that was the way she was immediately. I was like, yo. I had to be like, yo, no. And that's why I was like, listen, sheltered XYZZZZZZ 18th birthday, da 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 da. Like, out of everybody in this motherfucker, you, right? And she was just like, and that's why she took the cash, walked straight over, grabbed old boy by the hand, and went back to the champagne room.
Damn. Damn.
And
So Treat Yourself was asking
what's that?
what a buy your beer back is.
So, so in Ohio, there were strip clubs and
you too.
um
I don't know if they ever well, I don't remember full nude in California.
got you. So there were Ohio's extremely weird, and that whole area was extremely weird. So if there was
Oklahoma's
alcohol,
the same way.
yeah, so right outside of Hamilton County, there was a strip club that was called, I believe, Bristol's, if I'm not mistaken, and it sat like right on the outskirts of Hamilton County, up on I-75, right next to. Everybody knows this church because it was referred to as Big Butter Jesus and Touchdown Jesus and all of those things, and it got hit by a lightning and all of that. It was a big mega church, and it had like this big Jesus sculpture that was coming out of the water, and it was humongous, and it got struck by lightning, caught on fire, and then they redid it. But it's right there in the area where I was talking about, like the flea markets that we would go to, or the swap meets, and then also they had the hustler store there because they had all types of debauchery right out. It was like the first exit that shit was legal to be legal, right? So this strip club was a place where if you wanted alcohol, they didn't have a liquor license, but they had the ability to, if you brought in your own liquor, you would check it in. So whatever alcohol that you wanted to drink, you would go buy a case of beer or a couple cases or bottle or whatever. And then you would put it behind the bar, and it would be your bottle and everything like that. But they would serve you your bottle, and you would pay for the service of them to give you your own beverages. And that was kind of the way that they were able to make money on it and you to be able to have alcohol. The only rule was is that in the strip room, like the main room, not the VIP room, they could just be topless. They had to keep the bottoms on. And but like when you went back to the private rooms, it was all hands on deck back then. And that was a place where like even the bouncers and shit were like pimping some of them out. Like honestly, it was crazy. Or like they would set it up and everything. The reason why I know about this is because like it was common like to do bachelor parties and birthday parties and like take people to the strip club at lunchtime or after work. And my good friend, the same one that we set up the kid with, right? The legal aged 18-year-old young man with well, we took him up to this one, and dude, all right, so the one bouncer was like, "Hey, yo, man, he pulled me to the side because I was like, it's homeboy's fucking bachelor party. I was like, you know, we came in with a stack and we had a crew, and the dude that we took to the strip club for the first time, well, he was with us that next time too. So but man, my homie came out the same fucking way, man. He came out like, yo, man, like I had to beg her to stop. Because he was like, I can't. He's because he lived with his woman, like, and they had been together. Like, he wasn't fucking around on his woman at that time. And he's like, I can't do this, dude. Like, he was like, he was like, my whole nose was in it, man.
Oh Lord.
I was like, what? Like, he's like, yeah, man, like, like, I just, some of the shit that, like, you know, I mean, none of this, no one knows exactly who I'm talking about. The people that I do know, they know who I'm talking about, but no one else does, so fuck it. But yeah, it was some wild shit that we would do at that job. That was a job that we fucking went, and the homies, we bought a fucking shotgun. We bought like shotguns at lunchtime and brought them back to the office and like put them together and shit in the office. And
Here.
then went shooting afterwards.
Uh-huh. Here, if it's they either had now they can sell beer and I think liquor.
Yeah.
I know some of them do.
Yeah.
But the full nude ones back in the day it was bring your own, now it's no alcohol.
Yeah, they just like no
But
alcohol
like
at all.
the full nude, I think there's one left like in the metro area where it's like there's one section that's 18 to 21, no alcohol, full nude. And then
Yeah.
21 and up with the alcohol is,
Yeah.
topless with pasties.
Like here, there's like the place that Ja Morant got in trouble at. It's topless bottoms with I mean no pasties, but like they have a special private room that like it's a whole nother main room and bar and everything that like for VIPs. Yeah. And that's where he got in trouble with the gun and all of that stuff. But I will say that the only place that I've ever been that I can remember that allowed full nude and alcohol was Miami, because I don't even think Las Vegas allowed. I think they had to have bottoms on, like in the main area, uh, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like Miami, because I got handed $1,000 by the street team manager for Def Jam at this one convention we went to, and we were out I linked up with this dude. It was a photographer for the Source magazine, myself, uh, a representative from Death Row, and a representative from Def Jam. and myself, we went out, and like this one dude handed each of us $1,000, like go have a good time, like going into the strip club, and mind you, it's I don't know 12 p.m. Saturday. I don't know, right? Something just whatever, because we went out to lunch and I didn't know we were going to a titty club. You know what I mean? And I was thinking like I at that time I didn't like we went down there like balling on a budget because at those places, the events and the banquets and shit, they got food and stuff like that. So we planned all of our shit around like, all right, VIP cocktail hours and all anything that we can get free food at, just so we didn't have to spend money on shit or free alcohol. That's where I was at. That's what was popping. But yeah, man, when homeboy took us out and he handed me that $1,000, I was like, shit, I ain't giving these bitches $1,000. I think I gave about $200. I get about $800. Like I'm good now. Like, you know what I mean? Like I ain't broke it, but because shit in South Beach was expensive. We were staying, well, the convention was at the Fountain Blue in Eden Rock. So those are like South beaches back then, especially the two most opulent and premier hotels that were right next to each other, where you couldn't get anything better than that because it was right across from like Star Island and shit like that. I saw like a whole bunch of street teamers. There was a Ferrari that drove down the street, and by the time he got down the street, he had at least, I'm going to say, about 20 different like fucking promotional stickers for bands and stuff that people were just slapping on the side
Oh, hell
of their car,
no.
like slap, slap, slap. Because I mean, you would slap fucking, because you have these big ass, like these fucking, you know what I mean? Like those are fucking big ass vinyl, you know what I mean? Like that shit. That was,
Oh, hell no.
they were slapping up this all over the resorts, and in the bathrooms, in the like the elevator cabs were completely fucking covered with street team stickers and all of this shit. Like you could tell the hotel staff and everything were like, you motherfuckers ain't never coming back again, right? Or the people that were in charge of the fucking convention, they just paid. But it was a big money. I mean, it was a big industry party. And this was the one that it was 2 weeks after Biggie had just got shot. Because it was the end of March 1997. Because in 1997 I turned 21, and it was funny because like by the time that I was actually legal to get into a nightclub and a bar, I was so far not wanting to be in a nightclub and a bar. I was like, fucking, this is work. I come here to work. I don't want to be in these places. But
I had somebody stick a bumper sticker, like a band sticker
on your shit?
on my new car outside of a show. I was so pissed.
Oh
I
no.
was so pissed.
So that happened to you.
I was so pissed.
I'd be fucking angry as hell too, because that's fucking up paint.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's really bad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Treat yourself so someone get run over. I mean, yeah. That part. So Janet Jackson was my fucking thing. And since the chat, treat yourself so
I
you want
answered many.
you said many, many times.
Many.
Okay. Many, many times. Yes.
There was one spot here that called the Red Dog. And a bunch of us back in the 90s, they would have coin beer nights.
And at the strip
And
club
they
called the
had
Red Dog,
Mhm.
and it
And
was
they had pool
coin beer.
tables. They had pool tables, and they'd have coin beer night.
So, like, what do you
Yeah.
mean by that?
So coin beer. So a bunch of us punk motherfuckers would roll up in there. The dancers made money because we made sure we had money for the dancers. But we'd go up in there with rolls of fucking pennies.
So it didn't matter what
And get
denomination of coin.
hammered.
So it wasn't like you had to have a quarter to get a beer. It was like
No,
if you had a
it was
coin.
the next. It was like maybe 6 months or so after we started going that they changed it to silver coin.
Okay, but so that does answer my question where it is the fact that it didn't matter what coin you rolled up in there, and if you had a roll of pennies,
We
you
went in there
you
with
had
rolls of pennies.
100. So you had 100 fucking pennies, and that means you could literally buy 100 beers.
Now, mind you, we tipped and we
Yeah.
paid the dancers, but I mean, I tipped and I made sure that I paid dancers because a couple of them were friends of mine. So but yeah.
Please make sure that you tip your dancers.
Yep. In a shitty part of town. It's in the hood. And we'd roll in. The 90s were fun.
The 90s were fun, man.
The 90s were so much fun.
I mean, thank God there was no fucking camera phones and all of that stuff.
Right?
I mean,
Right?
coin beer just seems like such a liability. I cannot believe that.
Terrible idea.
Yeah, man. No, I mean it was a great idea
idea.
because the strippers and shit
I
made
think
money.
there was a cover charge too. There
Well,
was a
you would
cover charge
have
for the
to.
guys. There was a cover charge for guys.
Of course.
And I don't remember.
Hey, that's one place where
I know there was a couple places, but I don't remember if Red Dog was one of them where girls could only go if you were with a guy.
I got you.
Like women
I'm
could
just
only
saying,
go if you were with a dude.
that's one of them spots that like I guess it would work out nowadays where it was like, don't you assume my pronouns. I get in free. My name's Judy.
Yep.
And I like titties. That's hilarious. So treat yourself. You graduated in 91. Hell yeah.
That's when I graduated.
And I was just a couple
91.
years after you. The quad. So we wanna let's see here. I want to make sure that all right. 3 Eyes. I don't even know if 3 Eyes is still watching, but 3 Eyes said, do you want America to take over Greenland, Mexico, and Canada?
No.
Yeah, I don't think that we should either.
Like, no.
Don't go chasing waterfall sticks to the rivers and lakes that you used to. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want it either. Like,
hey, look, I'm gonna tell you straight up
they
though.
all fucking.
If we could
Nobody
get
wants the
Iceland,
healthcare system we have.
if we could get Iceland and shit though, and I could go like
Greenland?
kick it with those Bjork motherfuckers, like and looking at like the Aurora Borealis butt naked in one of them mineral spas in the middle of the night, like hearing Bjork and shit playing and shit, like yeah, smoking a
But
spliff.
it wouldn't be that because it would be destroyed by
Nah,
what we
there's
do.
places out here you can do that here in Colorado. You just can't look at the northern lights. I will tell you quite honestly, here's a real story, and you're a hippie, so you can remember and know about
Not
back in the
though.
day how the attitude towards like nudity and shit was. But like I remember because of course coming out here was one of the few places I went on vacation. And you know, my family that lives out here, you know, one of the things, there's a ton of hot springs, and there's some really great hot springs.
Mhm.
Picturesque, like some spots where you have to hike back to and all of this stuff. But like some of these places still are like clothing optional, like straight up because it's part of like, you know, it's just you get in the motherfucker, you get out or whatever. And
Right.
like, and that was the thing, like, and as a kid, I remember like shit. There was a lot of times I didn't have like fucking like clothes on going swimming and shit. And it wasn't that big of a deal as a kid. You know, you didn't think about it and it
Yeah.
wasn't looked at I mean, it wasn't looked at like, oh, there's, you know, pederasts around and all of this shit. And it was like, it's the fucking kids, right?
Right.
Whereas nowadays, like, and I get it because of how everything has to be. And I trust me, I'm not trying to advocate for it needs to be like I get it, but it was looked at differently though back then,
Right.
Becca.
Can we let kids be kids? Why those risks were there then too.
Yeah, I
Those
saw
people
different
were
Strokes episodes back then,
those people were around. But we've now
and those people would
sexualized
have got
children.
fucking killed back then too.
Yes. But we've now sexualized children.
Have we
And
sexualized children, or have we exposed because we as a culture and as a society, and especially we'll say here in America and popular culture, that it's been over sexualized, period, and children are exposed to it, and especially nowadays with access to internet and phones and tablets and computers, and they work in Chromebooks, and these kids,
a
you know, come on.
father a father should be able to change their daughter's diaper without somebody freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, that's over the top. I've never heard of someone saying
Oh,
that,
yeah.
because I would
Oh,
punch
yeah.
somebody in the fucking mouth if they like even like,
And
how
then
dare
there've
you
been
like,
men that said they wouldn't do it. There have been men that said, "I will not change my daughter's diaper because"
then you've got a
the fuck?
problem. Right, like, you know what I mean? Like if you've got a problem like looking at your kids or like helping your kids and like with their body and
Or if you're
explaining their
going
shit,
to assume that that the
yeah,
man is
that's fucked
going
up.
to,
Yeah,
like,
it's fucked up.
stop it.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the optics of that, and it's not. So I mean, yeah, I agree that people are a whole lot extra, and I get it. That don't you? It kind of like, and we're not going to get into politics tonight, uh, but it does speak to the way that culture is nowadays in regards to like the slippery slope and uh the thoughts of extremism, right? Like it's just it seems like people, whatever their argument is and the side that they pick is, they are they pick the extreme side and die on that hill.
I think the powers that be have pushed this. I think yeah, it's social media and the rhetoric of my way is the only way.
Amen to that statement. I cheers to you because I agree with that.
We've lost the ability to reason. And I'm not even going to say that we've lost I need to, because we haven't lost the ability to reason.
We've lost a choice, or we've
lost.
We don't choose we don't choose to do it anymore. Right?
Nobody's willing to admit when they're wrong.
Yeah.
People just flat aren't willing to admit when they're wrong. And we have so much being thrown at us every single day. Every single fucking day.
Yeah.
And we're seeing it because everybody's got a phone. So everybody's recording the shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then you have motherfuckers telling you, pushing that what you saw with your own fucking eyes didn't happen the way you saw it.
Yeah. Well, here's the other part. Now, more than ever, can someone with little to no skills like make footage.
Yeah.
Right. And
Sure.
there, and you can tell her AI, but like sometimes you can't. But there's that question now where it's like, hey,
yes.
And like you have to like do safe words and have some things that are clear to, because there's these fucking filters that are real-time avatars that you can buy for catfishing, right? So there's a company that, you can legitimately get this software, and I'm looking at like the security. The only reason why I haven't like gotten this and used it for here is that I'm really bugged out like about some of the things that I've read, because when you install, I mean, this software is used by scammers for the most part to impersonate people and look completely different and extort, and it has the ability to real time lip sync and people use it for job interviewing too, and they have like job interviews where they make you like cover your face and put your hands to see if there's any way if it's going to detect any like AI artifacts that it's, in fact you are who you truly are. But this software or whatever is even advanced where it can get past that.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
So
fucking terrifying.
that, that, right. So, having someone snatch your image up or whatever, right. And using that now, there's a whole lot of creative shit that can be done with it. Right. But there's a lot of terrifying shit that could be done with it too.
Right.
So you're saying, like you were saying, in regards to, seeing something and someone saying that
It's literally 1984.
it is.
It's
I never thought it
literally
was.
1984. What's the quote? Hold on, because it's shown up a couple of times in the last 24 hours, if I'm being specific.
Let's see here. Is it Big Brother is watching you? Who controls the past controls the future.
No.
War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength.
The
That
party
one.
told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command.
Repeat that again.
The party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final and most essential command. Don't believe what you see in here. Only believe what we tell you.
Yeah, it's a line often shared to critique gaslighting, propaganda, or situations where objective reality is denied.
She was running him over. She hit him with her car. No, the fuck she didn't.
I haven't seen a single. So here, I'm gonna say
I'm
I'm
talking about something very specific right now.
Yes, that's something that's trending
And
that
I'm so angry.
and I want to be very transparent in regards to my ignorance in this and the reason why I am going to refrain from my normal like fucking around or trying to make light of something, because I have not consumed any of the media or really paid any attention or seen the videos, because I don't I being someone that's seen shit like that happen in front of me, like, and it not even being, like just people getting shot and shit. Like, I just fucking, that shit sucks. And I just don't like fucking seeing it. But I have not slept.
You
So
don't.
last night was the first night that I slept since Tuesday night, because I didn't sleep the night before Wednesday. So Monday into Tuesday night, I I didn't sleep Tuesday into Wednesday or Thursday into or
I
Wednesday into
imagine you were
Thursday.
nervous.
Wasn't nervous. I was like, for me, I get hyper vigilant and
Mhm.
like fucking just, I guess, manic in a way. It wasn't because
Yeah.
I was laser fucking focused on doing it, but like by the time Thursday night like happened, like it was just I was, and it still took me until I'm gonna say 4 a.m. last night before like my body finally was like, all right, relax, because I mean, honestly, uh, to talk about something that good happened, right,
Yeah.
and kind of bring it home and
Yeah.
let everybody that's here right now, and shout out to
Because
DJ
it was
Just
so good.
Delicious, and treat yourself, right, and everybody that's here, Midget Mike, and uh yeah, this was a great week for me, and I
Yeah.
have nothing but gratitude and thanks to each and every single person that has came into my life since I started streaming. And I had when I was 400 plus pounds and fucking uh sick as hell and couldn't even stand up straight. And even before, like when I was you know, fucking watching Green Thumb from ICU or a hospital or emergency room,
Hmm.
chatting with you guys before I started streaming. And uh man, the community, the love and everything that has continued to get me to where I was able to do something that I wanted to do. And it was something that was on the dartboard, was like, man, I want to interview Be Real. Right. And like that was kind of like my guide stone of like, we are
Yeah.
going to get there. And I believed in my heart of hearts, like we're gonna make this happen one way or the other, right? And if it wasn't for Be Real being such a dope ass human, and a great person, and then of course C minus, um, really just being a bro. And
Yeah.
again, when I say that this interview, we had a date, you know, last year,
Right.
and on the 8th
I
was
remember
the
you
day
talking
that
about it.
I was supposed to get the okay and the confirmation on the 8th of January, 1 year from the day that I actually interviewed him
Hmm.
previous. And that was the day that the fucking fires happened in
Right.
California, because I was supposed to have the interview like that very next Wednesday, whatever it was, or maybe that Wednesday coming up, right?
Right.
And that happened, and I was like, I there's no way that I'm even going to ask or circle back or even think about. It wasn't until like C would bring it up. He's like, I still ain't forgot about you, fam. I'm gonna get you taken care of, and like we're gonna make it happen and all that stuff. And I was like, all good, fam. Like, I get it. And um, with the holiday and everything that cleared up, and it just worked out, and it was great. And then yesterday, right, Ryu is a fucking legend, and just he recorded his demo in Mike from Lincoln Park, and in his basement, this guy, uh they brought out Eminem in on stage like in 95, 96. He's got history in hip hop, and by far is absolutely, his bar work is impeccable too. So
Hmm.
if you don't know who Ryu is, and you're missing out on some real hip hop shit, man. And I, you know, ask you to just go check out those 2 episodes of Beat Boys Underground, and if you like those, you know, check out all the other ones too. And also, you know, we joke a lot, we talk a lot here, and part of this and the reason why this one started was because of Green Thumb and the community, and this was the catalyst of me even saying, all right, I'm going to start B-Boys. Like, and B-Boys used to be a radio show, and it was dead a long time ago. And I happened to just see G and connect with him on fucking Facebook one day over an Eminem post because someone called me out. Uh, Someone that was a common friend posted something, or no, I posted something, and it was, you know, a very famous picture of Eminem at the Scribble Jam where he's battling and shit like that, and I'm
Mhm.
dead center in between. I'm right there, and it's like, uh, and I was like, hey, I know that guy in there or whatever, like that, and someone like tried to like G check me, right? Like, hey, G Dash, is this for real? And he fucking responded. He was like, Ghost? Because like we hadn't like
Yeah.
yeah, like I hadn't spoke to him since like fucking 99 probably. You know, like
Damn.
yes, right. And we connected, and then, you know, I had him come on the sesh, and he had a good time, and I was like, man, we if you like doing that, I said, fucking let's do B-Boys. And that's how B-Boys started, because I
Yeah.
was like, I really want to do like music journalism, hip hop shit, like, you know, and do a real hip hop show. And it just it happened. And then, you know, Ryu was because of Gorilla Strong. He's gotten such great guests for
Yes.
Ives Irie, you know, fucking there's so many he's gotten. And it's so funny because like I always like at the moment I draw blanks because it's like I don't want to forget a single person, and then it makes me forget people that I just knew I was getting ready to list off right
Right?
then and there, right? You know what I mean? It's like don't fuck this up, and then you fuck it up, right? So uh but no, man, it's great, man. Shout out to fucking Frostman 97 in the house.
Hell
How are
yeah.
you? And yeah, and thank you to everyone that tuned in, and share it out, and share out, check out all of the stuff that we do, because like here we this is escapism. It started as escapism. It started as people that were, you know, coming out of and still dealing with the pandemic mind fuck that we all, you know,
Right.
bonded over because
Yes.
we were all on lockdown and online and
Going fucking stir crazy.
Twitch and YouTube and live podcasts and streaming
Mhm.
of, you know, like each other, and supporting each other was such a big thing and huge that it was like, man, and it started because of this, you know, and I'm excited to see where it continues to go, because if there's one thing, right? And this is kind of like at this point a motto that I have embraced and lived by.
I'm not a fucking wizard either. You know, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. So I work hard at it though. People are like, you know what the fuck you're doing? I'm like, yeah, but I'll be there every fucking day.
I'll be there every fucking day. I'm gonna work hard at it.
Hell yeah.
So show up. Be you. Nobody can be you but you. And guess what? I don't give a fuck if you guys don't like a certain thing about me, because at the end of the day, not everybody's gonna like you. And I used to hold on to that and be like, man, you know, well, why doesn't this person like me? Fuck all that. Guess what? Fuck them. If you support, you support. If you hate, you hate. If you're here and you're hating, I appreciate you hating. Like, what did Cat Williams say? And shout out to Cat. He's from Cincinnati, Ohio. He was like, if you don't have no motherfucking haters, you ain't doing your motherfucking job. Get on your
Not
job and get you some motherfucking haters. So, not that you want that energy, because we don't give that energy here, honestly. I mean, we tease and fuck around, but I mean,
right.
honestly, everybody is welcome. Everybody is a friend of the show as long as you're not out
Unless you're
here.
gonna be weird.
No, I'm just saying,
Don't be
as
weird.
long as you, we like, come on now, weird.
You know what
Like,
kind of weird I'm talking about.
no, I don't, man, because let your freak flag fly, man. Like, as long as you
Not
ain't
that
doing
kind of
evil
weird.
and doing wrong, like, you know what I mean? Do you. Just don't do bad. Do good. Do good, man. There's too much bad out there. There's too much shit that, things that you,
We're waiting on the ET phone home.
yeah, phone home. And look, there's one of my bros right there. Like, look, we got fucking Mr. Mikey Unlikely. We got Jeff Denning, which is one of the original Usual Suspects too, right there. I mean, fucking, we got Wiz World Official. Much love. Make sure you follow Wiz World Official. Salute to you.
That's literally what I mean.
You know, I mean, I love it, man. Like, you guys, this fucking community is amazing. And it continues to grow and it continues to, people, what I love is that there's a whole lot of friends and a whole lot of projects and a whole lot
Mhm.
of things that have evolved from just what was started during that time and like we were all a part of. And things are going to continue to grow. And as long as we continue to support each other through thick and thin, and remember that family is family. And when you're family,
Mhm.
sometimes family gets funky. Sometimes family has disagreements. Sometimes family goes through rough spots, right? And sometimes family, grows. And sometimes they grow apart to only come back stronger ever again. So, that's an allegory or fucking simile, metaphor, whatever the fuck. I'm not using like an ass, but I like to use words like a lot. All I'm saying
I
is
mean,
man, listen, there's been a lot of changes, there's been a lot of evolution, and this is fucking episode 334 now, some shit like that. And it's just been an honor. And Becca, you've been with us the entire time. And I'm so happy that you finally are on fucking camera talking that shit. But let it be known. I mean, Miss Bust Our Balls for always being late is the reason why we fucking late
motherfucker,
now on
I'm gonna need you to
Fridays.
stop. What do you
You know what
mean
I'm saying?
Fridays?
You know
When
what I
was the last
mean?
time I was late?
Today, goddammit. That was the
No.
last.
Before
The last Friday you was late. And the Friday before that.
No, I wasn't.
Mm.
No, I wasn't. We might have started late, but I was not late.
Hey y'all.
I was logged in at 7:45.
Hey guys.
You're the one, sir.
Hold on.
Uh-huh. What?
Sorry, I have to.
7 fucking 30. You're talking about I'm gonna hop in the shower.
What you talking about? Yeah, but I was acting on time. Like, where we at?
Mr.
Man,
Mr.
I was
Mr.
backstage like
Mr.
15
I'm
minutes
gonna
before.
I just gotta finish this graphic. Mr. Mr. Hold on, I'm almost done. I gotta reboot.
You know what's so
Mr.
funny,
The
man?
fuck?
You know what's so funny?
You know what?
Guess I've got some janky ass.
I can barely hear you with that.
I forgot it was on.
I forgot it was on. My bad. I I I had to reboot because I have to reboot sometimes because I got some janky ass shit
Shit
like right now.
happens.
Yeah, but check it out though. There's a whole graphic and like verbiage and post that I realized that's still in draft on Instagram and not post and published
Oh no.
because like I was supposed to hit post, but I sent the message to y'all to say, hey, y'all, I'm jumping in the shower real quick. So if you're backstage, like, I'll be there. Like, I'll be there by 10, 15 minutes before the show, but I'm not going to be behind like at 30 minutes before the show and all that. But yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to take a shower, man.
Hey man, please take a shower.
Like, man, I wanted to feel fresh and clean so, I could be the best me on camera. I don't like fucking being on camera, like feeling, but me again, hey guys, I'm obsessive compulsive. I've got a whole bunch of letters behind my name that have nothing to do with pronouns, proclivities, or identifications. It has all something to do with like ADHD, OCD, CPS, GDS, all those
All the
LMNOPs.
things.
Yeah, man, the tisms. You know what I mean? I got the ticks and the tisms and the tisms and the ticks. That's the reason why we're all here and we love it. But I can't help it. So yeah, I told you I was getting in the shower and then forgot to hit the publish button on the post to promote the fucking show that I had finished by 3 p.m. this time earlier in the day. That I spent time on, fam. Like there's a whole theme to it too. Like, hold on, where's my phone? Oh my god. Hey, like, see it? It's somewhere around this motherfucker. Is it on the floor?
Okay.
Hey, who gives a fuck? I'm not putting it up anymore. I'll use it next fucking
Show's
week.
over.
Show's fucking over, man. We're fucking over here, man.
Oh,
Hey, look, y'all, man. I'm Ghost Boogie. And that is
I'm Becca.
Ask Becca. And you know what? You might know us, you might not. But I hope that something we said made you laugh, made you angry, made you feel. And I hope that you, instead of running away from your feelings, let them. Just let them.
Reasonable
Because-
minds can differ.
Yes.
So be reasonable
That.
and find joy.
I want to say that also for someone who loves the band Salt, Salt came out and released a new album today. And it's Salt
Ooh.
#1. And it is fucking amazing. I've been listening to it all day long. And I wish I had my I can pull it up this way. I want everybody, if you guys like Salt, and you don't know who Salt is, it's like I can't explain it, but I have to give C- all the credit in the world
1000%.
for giving in making me aware of Salt because I
Same.
wasn't aware of
Yep.
him until him, right? But I did text him in the morning today. I was like, Salt fucking released one. He's fucking excellent. I was like, yeah, let me know what you thinking about. But there is a song that we're gonna see if I want to see something here. You know what? We'll see if fucking YouTube fucking
Mm.
we're gonna end on it. Because this I was jamming out to in the shower before and DJ Ballistic sent the text and was like, take us in the shower with you. And that one made me feel uncomfortable. He was like, I want to see you. Use your head and shoulders, Boogie. I was like, stop, Ballistic. But no. Use your head and shoulders, Boogie.
That's just ballistic.
That's Ballistic. And make sure you follow all the homies.
Ridiculous.
I'm buying time so I can type this shit out and fucking find it on you. Let's see here.
Somebody has to.
You know, I mean,
I don't know that it's gonna be.
I gotta run this fucking show. This goddamn thing that we say is a show. That's right. Welcome to the show. Check this out, man. We gonna
Ridiculous.
Hey, look, man. I didn't take my afternoon ADHD medicine, damn it. So don't hate the play, hate the game, baby. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me give me a goddamn volume button.
Just push play.
All right, here we go. So now I got that, and now I can share, right? We can share. I want you to check this out, Mike. This song right here. Salt. Don't worry about what you can't control.
Don't worry about what you can't control. Let it go.
Just came out today, y'all. New music. Salt. SAULT. At the end of the day, y'all, 100% don't worry about what you can't control. Because the thing is, we have all these distractions that are in our face, that are in our phone. Just think about all of the distractions of the push notifications that you allow. Think about that. Every time that you hit allow on push notifications, you are allowing and giving away a piece of your peace. I'm at a point in my life where I am just now coming to realization that my want to control is based out of fear. Fear is a secondary emotion. You can't control shit, but what do you fucking do from one moment to the next? And sometimes you can't even control that because you're having a bad day and you just pop off and say something crazy online, and then you think about it afterwards and regret yourself.
But I can't control that.
I mean, hey, look, I got Tourette's too. You know what I mean? I got the tisms. Some people might even find that offensive, but I'm for real on God No Cap, as Mr. Mikey and I would likely say. Don't worry about what you can't fucking control, and nobody can be you but you. So I'm Ghost Boogie, that's fucking Becca Boo. You might know us, you might not, but you won't forget us. Much love. Peace. Y'all split that. And thank you all so much for being here on your Friday night. Have a wonderful fucking weekend. Enjoy and stay in the
That
present.
too.
Yes.